afternoon and welcome to Luxembourg. It's an honor to host your team in this lovely park. Before we discuss business, let me share some of key cultural practices that can help you to succeed here. First, punctuality is crucial. Arriving on time shows respect for your counterparts, and if you're running late, notify them immediately. Second, dress consistently, even in informal settings like today. Lastly, be mindful of the importance of hierarchy. Always address people by their titles and surnames unless invited otherwise.
I'm curious about the title. Could you clarify how we should address our counterpart during meeting or event like this?
Yes, certainly. For example, you can address someone as Dr. Muller or Miss Dupont using titles, and it shows professionalism and respect.
Just an important reminder, Nick. Thank you, bro. It's easy to overlook formalities when coming from a more casual business culture. And I will make a note of this to ensure we follow the practices consistently.
It's interesting how these small gestures like punctuality and using titles can leave a strong impression. It's a good reminder for us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate the warm introduction and this valuable insight.
You're welcome, Ms. Hannah. Let's go for a walk.
Nick invites everyone to stretch their legs. The team begins the leisurely walk through the park, following a charming trail that leads to a nearby jetty. They transition to discussing language and communication, a vital aspect of doing business in Luxembourg.
Nick, I have read that Luxembourg has multiple official language. How do you manage language during business discussion?
Good question. We often switch between Luxembourgish, French, and German, depending on the context and participants. It's helpful to know basic greetings in these languages, or you can bring an interpreter for a more complex discussion.
Bonjour, guten tag, moin. Did I pronounce it correctly, Nick?
Perfect. Your effort will definitely leave a positive impression. Even small attempts at using local languages show respect and interest in our culture. Okay, thank you, everyone. So I guess we will see each other in our next meeting. Thank you.
The following morning, they reconvene at a nearby library. The group prepares to dive deeper into Luxembourg's cultural nuances and business practices.
Nick, are there any specific time when we should avoid scheduling a meeting in Luxembourg?
Yes, it's best to avoid July and August since people are on vacation at that time. And Easter and Christmas are usually the quieter periods.
That's helpful to know. What about non-verbal communication? Are there specific gestures or habits we should be cautious about during meeting?
Yes, definitely. Posture is important. Avoid slouching or fidgeting as it may come across as disrespectful. And while smiling is generally positive, excessive smiling during formal discussion can appear insincere.
I've noticed that we've been quite mindful of our posture and tone so far. That's a great sign. But let's also be careful for not to overdo casual smiles when discussing serious topics.
Thanks for pointing that out, ADLY. These insights are invaluable. Nick, are there any additional tips to help us engage more effectively during meetings?
Certainly, start meetings with a brief exchange of pleasantries. It helps establish a rapport. And if you are presenting concise and well-structured content, is highly appreciated here.
That's a great advice. I will ensure our presentation are straightforward and culturally sensitive. And we will make it a point to include a basic greeting in Luxembourgese, German, and also French to connect better with our counterpart.
That is an excellent idea. Your effort to adapt to our local customs will definitely make a positive impression. Thank you very much.
After an informative session in the meeting room, the team takes the evening to reflect on what they have learned. On the final day of their visit, they gather once more, this time in a serene garden. The vibrant greenery and blooming flowers create an ideal backdrop for their final reflection. With the trip coming to an end, the group is ready to bid farewell, armed with the cultural insights that will strengthen their ventures in Luxembourg.
Good morning, everyone. I observe that we practice punctuality, use respectful greetings, and stay mindful of posture. This aligns well with Luxembourg business etiquette.
Yes, and we also have learned the importance of timing and adapting to language preference. This will help us communicate efficiently.
Thank you, Nick, for the invaluable tip that you have shared with us through this whole session. We are confident this knowledge will help us succeed in Luxembourg market.
You're most welcome. I'm actually impressed by your team's effort to understand our culture, and I wish you the best and your business endeavors here. Safe travels, everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As the sun bathes the garden in the golden glow, the team shares their final thoughts, reflecting on the growth of the past few days. Next, warm farewell encapsulates the spirit of collaboration and mutual respect that defines Luxembourg's business culture. With a renewed sense of purpose, the group departs the garden, inspired to forge meaningful connections in this dynamic market. The soft rustle of leaves and the distant hum of the city mark close of their memorable experience. Thank you for watching.